Today we visit the amazing community called CantaMia, which is in Goodyear, Arizona. It's a hybrid community located inside the large master planned community of Estrella. Come along with me today and we'll take a look. Now, if you stick with me all the way to the end, I'll give you my very honest opinions about this community, which I have to admit have recently been changed just slightly. While you're at it, be sure and hit the subscribe button if you haven't already so that you'll get notified when we post new content. We really want to grow this channel so we can bring you more videos across the southwestern part of the USA, featuring all of the very best 55 plus communities. CantaMia is a guard-gated community built by Taylor Morrison. Again, it's located inside of a guard-gated area within the larger Estrella community. What that gives you, though, is access to the big community amenities while still having small community amenities. So if your grandkids visit, you can go to the other pools. But day to day, you're with people who are your age and at your phase of life. Homes in CantaMia start in the lower 300s for new construction, and for some of the resales and some of the larger new construction models, you'll end up in the 600s. But the bulk of these homes are very affordably priced. The active adult amenities at CantaMia are very nice, and as I said earlier, a little more private because only CantaMia residents can access those amenities. You've got a very nice clubhouse with meeting rooms, you've got fitness there, as well as a beautiful resort style pool where you can lounge, you can swim, and it has a beautiful view of the surrounding lakes. Water is a big part of the Estrella communities, and it's just something a little different from the normal desert landscape. And it would not be an active adult community without pickleball. There are multiple pickleball courts as well as tennis, so don't feel forgotten, tennis people. We've thought of you too there. But pickleball courts, as in all of these communities, are very important, and they have some very near the community center. So right now in 2023, the total monthly HOA dues are around $280-ish per month. I say ish because there might be a few cents, but I like to round my numbers either up a little or down a little. So $280-ish. And that includes CantaMia as well as Estrella. So very affordable for having big amenities and a super nice resort style community. This community, as I mentioned, is designed around two large man-made lakes. Now, when I say large, it's not the size of a water skiing lake, but you can check out small watercraft like canoes and paddle boats, even some little sailboats if you want to take a turn out on the water. So I think that's pretty cool. There is no charge. You just have to provide ID and check them out. That's a great deal for residents of this community. The golf club at Estrella features an 18-hole course and is managed by Troon Golf. Whenever you hear the name Troon Golf, you know it's going to be a well-kept course and very well managed. Now, it is a public course, but they do have some discounted rates for residents and some preferential tee times. So I think you'll find that this does meet your needs if you like to golf frequently. If you're a super golfer, as you guys know, I like to call people who play a lot, you can get a membership card and pay in bulk, as they say. If you want an active lifestyle, and this is really one of the biggest draws to this community, they've got over 50 community parks, 65 miles of hiking, biking, and walking trails. So if you like to go out for a quick turn on your bike every morning or afternoon, or you like to hike, It is a great community. You're right near the mountains at the Estrella Mountain Park. Regional Park is right there. And also being near the mountains, even if you're not super active, you've got that gorgeous mountain view. That is a big draw in this community. Now, the Taylor Morrison floor plans start in the high 1,300-ish, I think about 1,361 square feet, and go up to about 2,000. So they are a little smaller, but for most of my YouTube family out there, we would say that they're right-sized. So very nicely put together, great floor plans, and I think that the prices are wonderful. These prices have recently been reduced, so that is a big incentive right now to explore this community. Now here's the part where I'm going to get real honest with you. In the past, this has not really been a preferred community for our YouTube audience. Most of that is due to the fact that it is a little further out of the way. If you're somebody who's already thinking maybe of going to Maricopa or Casa Grande, this could be a good alternative if there are certain things that you must be near. Now, keep in mind that being near lots of shopping and dining, that's not going to do it for you. You're going to be 20, 25 minutes away from I-10. This is directly opposite of Pebblecreek out in the West Valley. And so you're going to take I-10 and then you'll go south about, as I said, 15, 20, 25 minutes, depending on the time of day, to get to the community. They do have a Safeway out there, and they've got some little shops and a Walgreens and a bank. So your day-to-day things are there. But if you want big shopping, Costco, those kind of things, it's going to be a little bit of a drive. And right now there's really one way in and one way out. So that has been a negative for our clients. But now as prices in some of our areas that are further out have started to climb a little bit, I think it's time that we take another look at this community. Prices have recently reduced by 30 or 40,000 depending on the home, and I see that as a big incentive to get some affordability. Yeah, it's a little further off of I-10, but if being nearer the Phoenix airport is important, or being nearer Mayo Clinic is important, maybe this is an area we should explore with you. Now, talking about the airport, let's compare, and this is, again, is where I get honest. Pebblecreek is only about 25 or 30 minutes to the airport, and CantaMia is going to be about 40. So a few minutes further, but again, if you want a brand new home and you want affordability, you're not going to be able to get that as readily in Pebblecreek, but you can get a brand new home under 500,000 in the CantaMia area. That could be a make or break situation for some of you guys if you really want something fresh and brand new. So another honest viewpoint here, if you're going to spend over 500,000, this wouldn't be a community that I would really say I would recommend, unless maybe you're still working, you don't care about big amenities, but the HOA costs are about the same. And I think I would recommend Victory at Verrado or Pebblecreek, or even some other options, depending on where in town you want to be. But your buyer pool for resale is going to be bigger at those communities. This is still a little further out of the way. Now, in 5 years, I predict there may very well be one yet unnamed very large development going in out there. I have no proof, but I have my suspicions, and I've heard rumors, as they say, that there might be another very large community coming out there that could be of interest. With more development brings more stuff, things like more cool places to eat, more primary care doctors, more grocery stores. Maybe they'll get a Fry's out there instead of just one Safeway. I don't know. But for right now, it is what it is. So the big driver here for this community would be for people that really want to stay from the low 400s to the mid 300s. Keep in mind that when I quote you prices like from the 300s, I'm talking about the base price. There are some resale homes there though that we've seen in the mid 300s, so still very, very affordable and definitely worth a look when you come for your visit. So if you think this or any of our other communities might be of interest, please reach out to me at the email or phone number below on the screen, or I'll also put a link in the comments below for you to click so that we can have a scheduled call or a Zoom. That's, you guys know my preference because I really want to meet you live so that I can get a feel for who you are and help you to choose the best communities to look at. Please give us a little bit of notice. Yeah, if you call me 3 days before, we can figure it out. But I like to really have things planned with the team so we can best serve you and make sure everything is properly set for a really smooth and fun visit when you get here. So I look forward to hearing from you soon, and let's make a plan to see this community when you're here.